I'd see him sitting on that couch all day long, just staring at that Hollywood hogwash.
Our favorite show was Hollywood Hogwash.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Hollywood Hogwash. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with Josh Reese and Aaron Rosa.
What's up?
The boys,
Hey.
the boys are all back, all three of us.
That's right.
We saw a good movie. We're in a good mood.
I saw a pretty good movie. I'm here to say, yes, Ant-Man 1 is pretty good.
And you're excited for Ant-Man 3.
I recommend that you all see it.
Most people have, Andrew.
This brand new movie.
It's way better than the second one, that's for sure.
Yes, it is.
The second one is pretty forgettable. But that final battle scene that we're going to talk about later was pretty cool. It was very very original, that's for sure.
It's
and
fun.
fun.
A new generation of Thomas the Tank fans.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Thomas the Tank
Say you got it wrong.
That's right.
Thomas the Tank
New
Engine.
generation.
He's not a tank. He's a tank engine, Josh.
He's a tanker.
And you're dressed like him today for the podcast. That's so nice of you.
You know what? Maybe
Put your
that's where it
computer
came
down
from.
for 1 second and show everyone your fucking Popeyes
Blue shirt, yeah.
blue and white striped shirt.
I'm not sponsored by Old Navy, but $10 on Old Navy. Let's just be real.
Old lady?
Old Navy.
You said old lady.
Old Navy. That's right. We're open to sponsorships for sure.
Isn't the bad guy? Who's the bad guy that always tried to rape Olive?
Brutus.
Brutus. Doesn't he wear that shirt?
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure.
No.
Now I have to look it up. He wears a shirt like that. No, I
yeah,
guess.
see, it's solid color.
No, see, sometimes, look, it's kind of like,
Yeah, see?
I don't know. You remind me of Brutus in the worst way possible.
Is it because he always is eating hamburgers?
No, it's because he's always trying to rape.
No, shut up.
I'm just kidding.
Jesus. People listen to this podcast, Andrew.
Go check out most of our fans, I'm sure, already listen to the AEW podcast on the What's Wrong with Wrestling Patreon, but we'll get to Josh's dating life there. This show is not about Josh's dating life.
This show is about Ant-Man today and how amazing of a superhero Ant-Man is.
It's pretty good. Yeah, good movie. I mean, I think he's even better in Endgame. I mean, he's really funny in Endgame.
For sure. Yeah.
And obviously that's the better movie. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting show. We have a lot of trailers to watch. But first, we have 10 new patrons that have signed up
Yay.
at patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash.
Yes.
Because all of them want to watch The Last of Us with us. But episode 5 is actually out already.
I know.
Have any of you watched episode 5 yet?
No, I've had
yet.
too much time.
Yeah,
this
me
weekend.
either. But I'm really looking forward to it.
I had seen spoiler alerts. You know, I'm not going to say what it is, but of that.
Why are you looking up spoilers?
I haven't, just because people have been tweeting out things of that
Josh,
giant,
don't say anything because we already know you don't know how to use
the
spoiler alert.
thing that emerges from the thing. You know, there you go. That's very spoiler alerty.
Well, they showed that in the trailer.
I didn't say anything.
Just stop,
I didn't
Josh.
say anything.
Just
Yeah,
don't, Josh.
you can't talk.
Yeah.
Just all right. Without further ado, thank you to Amir, Eric, Fledgehole,
Yes.
Kayla Pearl, the Big Fulla,
Yes.
Bobby Stevens, Drew P. Huevos,
Huevos.
Drew
Oh.
P. Huevos.
Yes.
I'll let you guys figure that out on your own. Adam Hutchinson, Brandon Ezernak, and
Aiden Hutchinson's brother
I'm gonna
from
fight,
the Detroit Lions.
I'm gonna kick you in the face.
Shut up, Josh.
And then we got Steven the Don Vellante. I mean, I recognize pretty much all these names from the What's Wrong with Wrestling Patreon. So thank you guys for doubling down, as a lot of you have. Appreciate that. If you want to join the club, go to patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. We're doing The Last of Us. We're going to be dropping a bracket here pretty soon. So, yeah.
And Mandalorian soon.
Mandalorian's coming out in March. Yep, that's right. So,
Is it that close?
It is
March
close.
1st. Yes.
We can see Pedro Pascal escorting another small child across the universe. It'll be very interesting.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler
No, I'm
alert.
just kidding.
God damn it, Josh.
All right, let's get to the news and rumors, aka the Hollywood Hogwash. Few trailers dropped. Couple of these during the Super Bowl. And we're going to do the Flash one first because I saw it and I screamed. These two guys have not seen the Flash trailer yet.
Not seen it.
I just saw what was ever on the Super Bowl.
Shut up, Josh.
My prediction is Aaron
Not
might
as much.
jizz on the show.
Jizz. Well, stay
And
the hell away from me.
he's wearing pants, but I don't think that will contain the jizz that he's about to spray.
Okay.
So we might be in trouble. I'm glad I have Josh next to me. He'll take most of the hit.
No, that's terrible.
And then I'll have to wash, you'll have to go wash up and we'll have to take a break. But I'm very excited to show this, especially to Aaron. And I think he knows why. So let's watch.
All right.
Tell me something. You can go anywhere. Another timeline,
Whose voice is that?
My
another
God.
universe.
Oh my God.
Is that Christian Bale?
Fight to save this one.
God, I hope so.
Because this is the world where my mom lives.
Oh,
I'm not
Ezra.
gonna lose her again.
That's Ezra Miller, Josh. What a sweet boy he is.
Time has a pattern
Not in this universe.
that it can't help reliving. Different people, different worlds, drawn to each other like magnets.
It's my face. You stole my face. If you were to go into the past, you have no idea what the consequences can be. Bruce, I could fix things. You could also destroy.
Holy shit.
Bad flick.
Nice.
I completely broke the universe.
Superman?
Zod.
Zod?
Fucking Zod.
What?
I created a world with no metahumans. And now there's no one to defend us.
Want some help?
Oh my God! The Batmobile?
Yeah,
Wait.
I'm Batman.
Wow! Holy shit!
If I can't undo
Superman?
what I did, if I can't get back, there might not be a future. What's the play? Batman, what do we do?
We try not to die.
What the fuck?
It's not Clark.
My name is Kara.
I'm Barry. We're Barry.
Supergirl?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Barry, what are you doing? Our kids are gonna want to see this.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck!
Yes!
Wow!
Fuck! Yes!
Okay, I'm
Oh man!
I'm not upset with waiting so long for this movie.
My God.
Thank God for the reshoots.
So it's clear what we need to do.
Yeah.
We need to fire James Gunn, fire all of this shit he's gonna do, and do this! More of this!
I think a lot of this is
It's
because of James Gunn.
God damn it.
I mean, James Gunn said this is one of my favorite movies I've ever seen. So
yeah, so let's just wipe the slate with this and do some other shit instead.
This trailer might be my most favorite trailer I've ever
Look,
seen.
wow.
And I hate Ezra
no,
Miller.
listen for 1 minute. We talked about last week where he said, the Batman's DCU, right?
Right.
The DCU's Batman.
Right.
And what's that movie going to be about? Bruce Wayne and his son?
Right?
Right.
Well, who's old enough to have a child? Certainly Michael Keaton.
Sure.
And it looks like they de-aged him, right? He doesn't look 71 years old in this trailer.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Now Michael Keaton looks great for his age, but still, like they de-aged him. He has a lot more wrinkles in his fucking jaw than he does in this trailer. But yeah, I mean, I think you could definitely do that.
Yeah, let's see.
And James Gunn, he probably I'm sure he loves Michael Keaton in those old Batman movies.
Yeah.
God damn. When he said "I'm Batman" and then flies down his Batcave
So
or
good,
what?
it's like
holy fuck.
and he's like, yeah.
I get it all the time.
I'm Bat, and it's basically just Michael Keaton in that moment saying, "Right, I'm Batman." It's
God.
And again, like, yes, Christian Bale's my favorite Batman, but no one says I'm Batman better than Michael Keaton.
In the meantime, can we all just jerk off to that trailer? Jesus.
Is it possible we're gonna get 3 Batmans in this movie too? Because I felt like we didn't see it, but
No.
I felt like that was like Christian Bale Batman in the first
No way.
one when he went on his motorcycle.
That's because we've only seen Christian Bale Batman on a motorcycle, right?
Well, that's true. Yeah.
I think those are Batflick. That's
Maybe
Ben Affleck in the
Batflick.
motorcycle. It looks like Ben Affleck has a new suit too. That's like has blue in it, which is cool because we've never had blue in any of these Batman movies, like for his costume.
That's
Right.
true. A lot of Batman have had some blue in their costumes, but yeah.
Not on film.
No, right. In the comics, I mean.
Only Adam West, but I don't know if that counts.
In the comics and cartoons, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting. That was a really fucking
Oh my
good trailer.
god!
Well,
Jesus.
it just.
I
it
hope
sucks.
I really hope Ezra Miller doesn't kill anyone before June. When does it come out? You better not fucking do anything stupid.
Please don't break into any more homes or rape any old people. Please.
I still feel like this is the
Please.
last time we see Ezra Miller. I mean,
Maybe we've heard rumors. Although here's the other thing. I got a lot of messages from fans worried this past week because there was a report / rumor that they have removed Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton from this movie. And
that's not true.
I like, well, obviously
Right.
now, Josh. But I was telling him, I was like, there's no way they're going to have Michael Keaton film this movie, pay him all this much money, and not do it. Like, you know how angry everyone would be?
like the only 60%, 70% of the people that want to see this movie,
Yeah.
it's because they want to see Michael Keaton.
You
As
can,
Batman
you
again.
can remove Ben Affleck and no one will give a shit as long
Yes.
as Michael Keaton's in this movie.
Yes.
Right.
You can get rid of Henry Cavill. You can get rid of The Rock. You can get rid of all of them. Just give us Michael Keaton
Yes.
as the DCU's Batman.
wasn't Michael Keaton also going to be in the Batgirl movie too that was canceled?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, doing that twice to him, I don't think he would do that.
And
twice to him.
apparently Ben Affleck also has a cameo in Aquaman that they reported was cut, but now I'm not so sure. This could be Ben Affleck's last one, but I hope it's not for Michael Keaton because holy shit.
right?
Jesus Christ. What a trailer.
That was very.
Just
What a
imagine if
fucking
he actually.
trailer.
Can we
if
watch
he-
it again?
Well, look.
We'll watch it again after this
Yeah,
podcast.
we have a couple more trailers to watch because a new Guardians of the Galaxy trailer came out
Sweet.
during the Super Bowl. So let's check this out now.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm Star-Lord. I formed the Guardians,
Gamora,
met a girl,
she's back.
fell in love. That girl died, but then she came back. Came back a total dick.
Oh, please. He left out some important information, but that is the gist of it.
My sacred mission
High evolutionary.
is to create the perfect society.
He didn't want to make things perfect. He just hated things the way they are.
Oh, Rocket. I love all the colors.
Uh huh.
I want you all to know that I'm grateful to fight beside my friends.
Incinerate them.
Incinerate them.
We were always searching for a family.
Oh,
Until we
Cosmo.
found each other.
ready for one last ride?
Yes.
We'll all fly away together.
Into the forever and beautiful sky.
Oh man.
Who was that? Was that Peter Quill?
Looked like it.
Whoever it was that you were in love with, it sounds more like her.
Her? That's ridiculous.
Do not bring me into this.
Knock it off!
What?
Your eyes were.
They were replaced by my father as a method of torture.
He picked a pretty set.
Oh, I can't wait. There's going to be a lot of waterworks in that movie, but
Yeah,
but I
people-
can't wait for it.
Yeah, I'm not excited about it because people are gonna die.
There's no way they showed us that Peter Quill dies in this
No,
movie.
but-
No, it's gonna be Drax
Well, Drax, Rocket, maybe.
because Batista's done.
Batista's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. God. I mean, look, James Gunn is done with Marvel. I don't think they're gonna make any more Guardians movies. So at the very the most we're gonna get is maybe like some of them appearing in some of the other Marvel movies.
Avengers or whatever.
So they can kill whoever they want because at best it's just going to be appearances in future Avengers movies.
And unless Batista is pulling one of the greatest cons, you know, he's been telling everyone for so long that he's done playing Drax.
Right.
And I think I believe him because
it seems tough.
Because he said he doesn't want to be defined by Drax because, yes, you do get typecast. And after seeing Knock at the Cabin, yes, he is a really good actor.
He is a really good actor.
So I do want to see him in other things.
Yeah. Sure.
He's really fucking good. But, man, that movie looks great.
It does. This is going to be a really good year of movies, I think.
It should be. Oh. All right.
Wow.
Last one.
Wow. And
The trailer. Okay. Wait, this is the wrong. Oh, fuck. Hold on. This is only a minute. This is not right. Let me find the right one. This is the Fast 10 trailer.
Whoa.
The full trailer. Here we go. Thank you, Enter.
5 minutes long?
It's 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
That's a quarter of the movie.
This is amazing. I can't fucking wait. Here we
Who
go.
the fuck was that old lady?
I know that
That's Dom's mother.
very hard.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And yet here you are, building this magnificent family.
The family's getting bigger.
Where's the rock?
Something little piece of it. He said, Dad, they're not afraid of anything. But I am. I'm afraid of losing someone I love.
Where's the rock?
Where's the rock?
Dominic Toretto. You're about to learn all about fear.
Who is that?
Aquaman.
Holy shit.
Jason Momoa.
Life.
These are just Avengers movies.
I never got that chance.
You stole that from me.
Is that Paul Walker?
Yeah. No, look, that's from Fast 5. He was behind the safe that they took in Fast 5! When they took the safe and murdered everyone.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna break yours. Piece by piece.
Rock by rock.
I'm at the Coliseum for some reason.
Thank God they never fight in America.
Oh, they do.
He's coming for you with everything.
Captain Marvel for some reason.
Plan, Dom.
John Cena!
One of us might not come back from this,
Michelle Rodriguez.
Shut up.
Sorry.
but we have to fight.
AA from John Cena through 2 floors!
Death. When suffering is owed.
Let's ride, let's ride. You haven't seen anything yet. Just wait.
It's a setup.
He's trying to tear us apart.
She's in it too, Helen Mirren.
Winning used to be about winning. We raced for respect. Today, I raced to stop the bloodbath.
They're going back to the basics. They're racing.
Oh, street racing.
Last movie, they went to space. Now we're back to street racing.
Let's race!
Interesting.
And there's Paul Walker's wife, but where's Paul? John Cena has a Mad Max car. Jason Statham!
Statham.
You still know how to drive?
I thought you murdered him. But turns out he didn't murder him, remember?
Here we go.
Wow.
Hey guys, isn't it weird The Rock's not here?
Hey, Brie Larson, for no reason at all.
I've got no ass.
That's pretty cool.
That's a cool trick.
I'm coming for you, son.
Let's ride. Oh, this is the best.
Well, I mean, of course. Sure. Yeah. That sounds like Vin Diesel.
Wait, it gets better. What?
No! Oh my god.
Of course that happens.
Oh.
Sure.
Good morning, sunshine.
Oh, yeah.
Kidding me.
Bust a nut.
What the fuck?
The end of the road begins May 19th. Holy fucking shit.
Without The Rock, they spoiled too many action scenes.
This
in
movie
that.
is going to be 4 hours long.
They shouldn't have given us any of that.
Sure.
Can you imagine if we had seen any of those, like the helicopter, blah, blah, like for the first time?
Dude, I'm so excited.
That's just the tip. I can only imagine there's going to be even more craziness.
Just the
in there.
tip.
It's just the tip.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited. They
Bust
shouldn't
a
have
nut.
given us all of that. But
Dude, May
yeah.
19th. Do you realize how close that is?
It's only
May
3 months away,
19th?
yeah. Wow.
I'm
Jeez.
so excited for movies this year.
This is going to be a good movie here. Holy shit.
It really is.
Fast 10. Oh my God. I was just reading something this week and it said that Dom. Why am I saying his name? Dom. Vin Diesel already.
Hey, Josh.
You fucking mark!
Vin Diesel already had another idea for the next Fast movie.
No.
And it was Robert Downey Jr. to play like a tech guy.
Well, that would be it. Well, I'm not a. Robert
tech
Downey
guy-
Jr. would have to be the fucking villain.
Yes, a tech guy that races like AI cars and stuff like that.
Nobody wants to see that.
That's too Tony Starkish, but yeah.
These are Marvel movies. That's all.
Oh
it
no,
is.
they're superheroes. Yeah.
No, these are not Marvel movies. These are 90s Schwarzenegger movies is what these are.
That's true too.
These
Tony
movies-
Stark is in this universe.
Well, you know what's gonna happen? Just like every movie, Jason Momoa, he's kidnapping Vin Diesel's son. Next thing you know, next movie, he's a part of the family.
Probably.
That's what everyone fights the family, and then they join the family. Jason Statham, like you thought he killed Han? Nope, he's in the family. John Cena in the family.
Family.
And Charlize Theron will be in the family. Momoa will be in the family. Look, they're doing a 2-parter. So like this is their Infinity. This is their Infinity War going into Endgame. So probably like half of them will die in this movie, but then they'll come back in the next one. You know, they'll unsnap them and all that.
Someone will go back in time.
Just do the right thing and make Nicolas Cage the villain of the final movie.
God, yes.
Will there ever be a final movie?
And he steals all their cars.
I'm just so glad they're giving us this movie where we can show up, we can get super drunk and watch this movie and yell during the movie.
Yeah.
And it's going to be amazing.
You know what's interesting is like the Rock Vin Diesel thing could all just be a work. And at the end of this movie, like the mid-credits scene
It's
is
The
like The Rock.
And then he's going to be in part 2 of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking amazing.
Because if there's one fucking guy that knows how to work us, it's Dwayne Johnson.
It's Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah. I hope that's the case.
Wouldn't that be? Oh my God.
You need to come back.
If this guy.
This is the role of the lifetime.
If this guy has been playing us for like 10 years, and then after all this, it leads up to that.
It'd be great.
He's the greatest of all time, right?
Yeah, because as much as Vin Diesel thinks he's awesome, The Rock is better in these movies than him.
Well,
yes.
Like Fast and Furious 7 is still my favorite of all of them. The fucking Rock at the end busting out of the cast, like just flexing out of the cast.
Daddy's got to go work.
It's got to go to work.
Amazing.
Is Kurt Russell still part of the franchise?
I don't think he was in the last one,
Not
right?
sure.
Or
Okay.
maybe
I
he
don't know.
was, but yeah, it's this biggest cast ever.
Yes, they're expendable casts. To be honest, I don't remember the last one I saw.
None of them ever die either.
They're like Demolition. They can sub them in and sub them out whenever they want.
Right.
Charlize Theron, she's still a baddie in this universe?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they'll fight and then they'll be friends and she'll join the family.
She'll be in the family.
Yeah.
It's great.
I can't wait to watch Fast 9.
At the end of Fast 11, when it's the final shot, like the dinner table is like 100 people.
It's like the Jesus Last Supper.
It's like at the end of every movie, they're always having a big dinner together. Where the fuck has Vin Diesel's mom been? And now she's in the 10th movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Is Helen Mirren something in this? Or was
Helen Mirren is Jason Statham's mom. She's been in a couple of the other ones.
Sure.
And really, she's kind of useless. But
she doesn't drive any cars?
I don't think so. But look, Ludacris and Tyrese went to space in the last one, so you gotta. I don't know how you top that.
Wow.
You just go back to racing.
So in part 2, is Vin Diesel finally going to come out as gay? Like, that's going to be the mid-credits scene. Like, hey guys,
I don't know.
I'm gay.
We'll see.
The family's gay.
Maybe he was in love with Paul the whole time.
Yes.
I mean that we do know.
Oh, that's so sad.
And then we'll have like a CGI makeout session with Vin Diesel and CGI Paul Walker.
No.
Oof.
They also released a new trailer for Indiana Jones. I don't know if you saw any of that.
They said the word Nazi.
Yeah, he said you're still a Nazi.
Yeah.
And then he jumps, him and Phoebe from Fleabag, they jump out of a plane together that's like on fire.
Yeah.
So they're going to parachute out of a plane.
In the trailer, it seemed like there's a lot more de-aging than the first one.
Oh,
Seems
yeah.
like he's going to be fairly young throughout the movie. This is not going to be...
Yeah, I'll say this. They know how to make a really fucking good trailer. I was really... Once I heard they were making Indy 5,
Yeah.
but the first trailer was really fucking good.
He's basically a superhero as well now.
Right.
Indiana Jones. But yeah.
So we'll see. I
But
don't
no,
know.
a lot to be excited about.
No Shia LaBeouf.
I can't believe I just saw Michael Keaton as Batman again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
Full circle.
after how many fucking years? It's unbelievable.
Well, we were supposed to see him in Batgirl, but that never happened.
Well, but that...
We were supposed to see him instead of Val Kilmer in Batman 3.
Yeah.
But he recognized, oh, this is going to be a fucking shit show. Nope.
Right. Well, no, this was always supposed to be the first movie that we see him in. It just got delayed for so long. Like, this movie obviously introduces Michael Keaton back.
Yes.
If they were going to show Batgirl, it would have to come out after this whole thing, but looks like it's not going to. And that's okay.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. No more trailers, but Variety reports that a live-action Spider-Man noir series is in the works.
I did hear about that too.
Live action? That's very interesting.
I would be into that.
I wonder if it's going to be black and white the whole time. I would imagine, right?
Well, probably.
Yeah. And the only way I'd be interested in it is if Nick Cage was playing it.
Well, I mean, are they going to have like a 60-year-old Spider-Man?
Yes.
Well, yeah, sure. Why not?
Yep.
Oh, I'm Spider-Man. And I'm Nicolas Cage. But yeah, no, I'm
Yeah,
very
that sounds
excited
awesome.
for that. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Also, John Leguizamo recently told comicbook.com that he was going to play Vulture in Spider-Man Homecoming because Michael Keaton initially turned the role down. Leguizamo said we had negotiated and I was about to play him, and then they said that Michael Keaton wanted it back, and they asked me if I would give it up. I said, well, okay, I guess.
Well, that was obviously the right choice.
Here's what actually
for
happened.
sure.
They were going to be like, hey, he wants to come back, so you're out. And he's like, well, I guess I'll let him have it. And they're like, well, he's got it.
Wait, we're going to give it to him anyways.
Could you imagine how much like different that movie would be?
Hey, Spider-Man, it's me,
I don't know
Vulture.
I don't know. I don't think that line was in the movie.
No,
but-
no. That's John Leguizamo.
I mean, Leguizamo, he does good in his roles, but he's not. That would not be good for him. Could you imagine
Yeah, I mean, that's not
him
a
in
dig on
the
him.
car with the gun? Like that's a big like change in talent from going from Michael Keaton to John Leguizamo. Like he was good in the Violent Night Santa movie, you know, but that's what Leguizamo's good at.
Here's why you can't make that move. Of that whole movie, the scene where Tom Holland is in the back seat.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
And Michael Keaton
Right.
is looking at him in the rearview mirror, and it's like, hey, I know who you are.
Yeah.
John Leguizamo.
If that was John Leguizamo, then like
I was shitting my pants.
Of course.
When Michael Keaton did that scene, John Leguizamo.
If that was John Leguizamo, Tom Holland would have just been laughing at him in the
Right.
back seat, like,
Right.
and then Spider-Man web, and you're done.
Yeah.
Oof, yeah.
So yeah, thank God for that. He could just be bullshitting, but I don't know. Also, a spokesperson for Warner Brothers confirmed to Entertainment Weekly that Constantine 2 with Keanu Reeves is still going forward.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that as well. And, I hope he gets maybe a little bit more of a role in the bigger DCU universe as well.
Did you both see the first one? Or
Yeah.
the original one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty good. I liked it.
That should be super easy to make now with him, with all the John Wick success. Like, how would you not be able to get another one of those made?
Right. And I mean, it
rated
seems
R,
like
I
that's
think,
all
the first
Keanu's doing is like the franchises that he's a part of.
Sure.
Matrix, John Wick, and
Sure.
now Constantine. He even did Bill and Ted 2, which I still haven't seen and I don't plan to see because I don't want it to ruin. Not Bill and Ted 2, obviously that's Bill and Ted 3, but I don't want to see Bill and Ted 3. I feel like it's going to ruin the other ones for me.
I'm the same.
Matrix
like
4.
I loved the first two, but I'm so scared
There's
to
no
see
way.
the third one.
It
I'm
got
really-
horrible
I'm
reviews.
really nervous to see the third one.
Yeah, it couldn't have been good.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Constantine 1 was good.
Yeah, me too.
Constantine for sure. But he might have the long hair because he's always filming John Wick movies. So that's why he had the long hair in the Matrix, in the fourth Matrix movie. You know, he looked just like John Wick, but
It wasn't just because he was a nerdy video game developer?
well, that's what the excuse they came up with. That movie sucked.
Yes, it did.
Also, Deadline reports that Vin Diesel is returning for a fourth Riddick movie. Does anyone care?
Nope.
Yeah, see.
No. The first Riddick was really good.
I never saw any of them.
Well, wait,
I just
wait.
didn't
Got
care.
worse after that.
Do you mean the first Riddick movie or Pitch Black?
Pitch Black was the first.
Because Pitch Black was a really fun,
Right.
like just kind of isolated horror movie. It
But
was
they don't
really
count.
good.
They don't count that as Riddick 1? Or is Riddick 1 something different?
I mean, I guess it depends on your point of view, but to me, I don't count
Pitch Black,
that as
yeah.
a Riddick movie.
That's
That's
what I mean. It's Pitch Black was
Black.
really good. Yeah.
And then they took him and went on with the Riddick thing.
Yeah, that
but
was kinda dumb.
I really liked Pitch Black.
It's funny how
Pitch Black
Vin
was good.
Diesel never wanted to do a second Riddick. He didn't want to ever do that. Like he didn't want to do like they did Fast and Furious, and then he refused to do the second one because he's like, no, I'm a serious actor. But then they're like, well, no, but you're not a good actor. So now he's like, all right, fine, I want to make money, so I'll just do these stupid movies and
All right, I'll do 9 of these movies.
make $1 billion.
Yeah, Riddick 1 is Pitch Black. Yeah.
That's.
Did you ever see Pitch Black?
I don't know if
No.
I would call that Riddick 1, but
Pitch Black was good.
yes, technically.
Like Mars, right? I think they were on Mars.
Pitch Black was fun.
Yeah.
It was just a good, fun, like unexpected, like, oh shit, that was pretty fun.
Oh, they consider this horror? Okay, maybe this is one of my favorite horror movies.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Interesting.
Did
Yeah,
you get scared?
I did get a little bit
Yeah.
scared. Yeah, those monsters are pretty terrifying.
I mean, Pitch Black kind of had the same premise as this, the Plane Gerard movie, Gerard Butler movie that just
okay.
came out.
Right.
Like, there's a ship of
Right.
people and it lands and there's the prisoner with the heart of gold and then they're in this situation where shit's trying to kill them. It's kind of the same premise, but
and the monsters were all looking for the girl with the menstrual cycle, right? Isn't that what it was?
no, they just wanted to eat people because
No, I thought they could track her because of that. Maybe I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Well, this isn't a Pitch Black review.
Yeah,
you
this
know.
is-
I'm
Pitch
sorry.
Black.
I'm sorry.
No.
It was a good movie. Good movie.
it was a fun movie. Yeah.
Also, AMC Theaters announced that they will now be charging more money for better seats.
Fuck you, AMC. Fuck you.
Elijah Wood publicly spoke out against this, saying
Yep.
this new initiative by AMC Theaters would essentially penalize people for lower income and reward for higher income. To which I say, what country do you think we live in? But,
Yeah, but still, fuck you, dude.
they're just desperate at this point because
So lame.
All trying to get a little bit
because
of money.
unless there's a Marvel movie coming out, like, or a big superhero movie, whatever, no one's going to the theaters.
No.
That's the problem. These
mean,
theaters are so desperate now that they're trying anything.
Knock at the Cabin was a good movie, and still there was barely any people in there to watch it.
Hey, I've got an idea, AMC. Maybe instead of fucking people and charging them extra just to sit in the middle of your shitty theater, maybe you do something that the theaters that are succeeding are doing. Maybe you offer good food. Maybe you open a bar.
Well, but that's how they make their money. We know this.
Yes.
We worked at theaters. Like,
yes.
My question is, because we know that all the box office goes to the fucking movie companies.
To the movie companies. They make
AMC
all their
Theaters
money.
doesn't make any money off box office sales. So I'm wondering
Correct.
if they're like the extra few dollars that they're charging, they're keeping. That must be the case. Because
Right.
why else would they charge more?
Right, but that doesn't make any sense because they know they're competing against the Alamo Draft Houses, the
Yeah.
Star Cinemas, all of these little boutique theaters that have full bars and a full menu. You can get like waitress service in the theater. They know they're competing against that and they don't have that, so they're just going to raise their ticket prices. You're going to go out of fucking business.
Well,
I don't get
probably.
it.
They're also dropping some ticket prices. Like if you want to see a cheap movie, then you just have to sit on the front row.
Yeah,
But
Yeah, who want the fucking sit
Exactly.
there?
the very front and go-
I agree.
look straight up. Yeah, sure.
But that's where they're saying, like, if you're poor and you want to come see a movie, you're gonna have to sit on the front row, though. But yeah,
I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
It's a bold strategy. We'll see if it pays off for them.
Nope.
I don't think so.
What do you got, Josh?
I have some terrifying news for people out there. Terminator 2 is getting closer and closer to happening.
What are you
and
talking
no,
about?
I don't
Terminator
mean the
2?
movie. I mean the actual technology behind Terminator 2.
Okay.
So the T-1000, of course, was a terrifying villain. And one of the scarier moments in the movie was when Robert Patrick phased through the metal bars at the mental hospital.
Yes.
Well, an engineer at the Chinese University of Hong Kong has kind of developed the technology for that.
You've murdered us all.
Exactly.
Like, you fucking idiot. You've killed us all.
He's made a shape-shifting robot that can melt through bars.
What the fuck?
Like the T-1000.
We're laughing, and this is the end of the world.
Yes. No.
We're laughing, but no, this is how we all die.
In the video, it's like
You fucking morons.
It's like a 15-second video, but
Don't
it's,
cure cancer. Make a Terminator robot.
make a T-1000. There's a tiny. It looks like a tiny silver metal
We're
Lego.
so due for extinction.
Oh, for
Our
sure.
species sucks.
I've been terrified today, to be honest, with all like the U.S. trying to shoot
Instead
down
of doing
UFOs
good
and stuff
stuff,
like that.
instead of doing good things with how smart some of these people are, we're making T-1000s.
I don't understand what why they would need it.
We could have cured cancer 5 times over.
for sure.
And instead, what we've got is these robotic dogs that they've attached machine guns to their backs.
Oh, Jesus, that's terrifying, too.
And now we have, I think in California, I think they passed a law where if theoretically, if there was a robot that had a firearm attached to it, it is now legal for it to kill human beings.
That's good.
Like,
how does that happen in
RoboCop.
California of all places?
I mean,
It's
That
turning
sounds like
Detroit
something that would
closer
happen here in Texas.
so yeah, let's not cure cancer.
No.
Oh god.
So I
What
just
else, Josh?
So just in this video, it's a tiny silver like looking metal Lego man, and
Day.
through magnetics, it's able to melt.
I like
get
how
through the bars,
Josh is explaining the science
and
behind
then
this.
no, it's not science. I have no clue, but then it just reorganizes back into a little Lego man. It's terrifying video to watch.
Explain it to me like it's a Lego. Thank you. Is that how they explain it? With like a Lego man?
That is how they explain.
Did you
it.
dumb it down? They dumbed it down for you?
They dumbed it down for us all, because it is very terrifying to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the beginning. Obviously, we're decades away from this technology affecting any of us.
We've
but-
got 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years and we're all dead.
At this point, we all just deserve that scene from Terminator 2 where Sarah Connor's having the flashback.
Yeah.
And the
We all just
nuclear
catch a
bomb.
nuclear warhead
Yeah.
drops, and he's just like, ah! She's
Yeah.
burning to death.
We all just
deserve
melt.
this at this point.
The last thing I have is The Mandalorian will be making its prime time debut.
Sweet.
Ahead of its season 3 debut.
What does that even mean?
Well, they're going to be airing episode 1 of The Mandalorian on ABC, FX, and Freeform TV Friday on
Like
February 24th.
season 1 or season 3?
The first episode, I guess, to try to get people hooked. They're going to be
First episode of season 3.
No, season 1.
Oh, okay. So they're just showing the old episodes.
Yeah, to get people hooked for season 3. Yeah,
to sign up for Disney Plus.
it's kind of cool. It's going to be on ABC, so
Well, Disney owns ABC, so that makes a lot of sense.
yeah, I think it's kind of neat.
Sure.
It's kinda neat. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Terrifying news to cute news, like The Mandalorian.
Thanks. We're all going to get murdered by a T-1000, but
At least we're gonna laugh.
But we can
watching
see an
The
old,
Mandalorian.
We can see an old rerun of a.
that's what's going to
Mandalorian
happen.
episode.
Like, we're about to see Michael Keaton return as Batman in The Flash. And like, right as the fucking movie starts, we're all going to...
That's going to be Judgment
We're
Day.
all going to get murdered by robots.
That's going to be Judgment Day.
No, please, God, no!
It's 3 hours.
No, wait, I almost saw Michael Keaton again.
Just give me Michael Keaton, please. Then you could kill us all.
Jesus.
Where's Neo? Neo! Son of a bitch. Yeah. All right, let's talk Ant-Man 1.
Hey.
When did this come? 2015, I believe. Ant-Man 1. Yeah, because Civil War was the next year.
Ant-Man 2015.
So I think now the only MCU movie that I haven't seen is Thor: Dark World,
That's fine.
and
That's fine.
That's fine. That's a good thing.
That's fine.
probably not.
I'll go to my
Ever
grave
seen.
not watching it.
Maybe. I mean, I remember watching in Endgame. I was like, maybe I'd understand some of the Thor stuff because that was like when they went back to Asgard. That was around the same time of Thor: Dark World.
I mean,
Because that's when his mom dies.
there. Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
I mean, there is stuff. There is stuff in Dark World that kind of leads into Thor 3. But I mean, the fact that Josh and I agree that you're not necessarily missing anything. Yeah.
I mean, I skipped it because the first one was so bad. But then Thor Ragnarok just looked amazing and everyone saw it because it was awesome.
The only thing I remember from Dark World is that like half the movie was in Elf. And I think there was like just English subtitles, but it was
Yes.
all in like Elfin. It was really weird.
Right.
I didn't like it.
And let me just correct my mistake from earlier. That's where Thor's mom, spoiler alerts. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Apologies.
Yes. Thank you.
That's where she, spoiler alerts, Josh. Yeah. Didn't want to
She got married again?
She got
Oh,
married.
shit. Spoiler alert.
Oops.
Yeah, sorry.
When you said that until she spoiler alerts, Aaron immediately knew what that meant.
What did it mean, Aaron? Don't say it out loud, though.
The movie came out in November. You fucking spoiled it a couple weeks ago. Everyone knows, you jackass. All right, Ant-Man. So back to 1989. Pretty good de-aging for Michael Douglas.
Very good. It looked
know?
like it was really him from like 20 years ago.
That's
Yeah.
where they spent most of the movie on the money for.
Very good.
Movie on the money.
Yeah, that's right.
That's where they spent most of the movie on the money.
Most the movie for the money.
Yeah.
That's
No,
right.
it was good.
There you go, Josh.
So they were, I guess it was Howard Stark and a couple other people. They were trying to duplicate Hank Pym's formula. And that one asshole's like, oh, if only you protected your wife that well.
Ouch.
That, and I think we realized after the fact that we had Agent Carter in this.
Agent Carter.
Like a 70-year-old Agent Carter at
Right.
the beginning of this.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yeah. So present day, we see Scott Lang getting punched in prison, but that's just their, weird goodbye ritual, whatever. But we learned right away that Scott Lang could take a punch, even from a guy twice his size.
Yeah.
Even though Paul Rudd's a tiny little boy. So Scott's friend, Lewis, I always like that actor. He's always good.
He is.
His friend Lewis, he's funny. Picks him up. He wants him to get back into the game, but Scott takes a job at Baskin Robbins. One of the worst ice cream places you could go to.
Oh my God.
There's so many better choices.
Right. But Baskin
And that's
Robbins
probably why
always
Baskin
finds
Robbins
out.
agreed to be in the movie. They're like, well, we could use some press,
Some publicity.
some publicity. However, his boss finds out about his cool crime. He's like, oh, what you did was awesome. He's like, oh, thanks, man. He's like, yeah, you're fired. Yeah.
Baskin Robbins
But-
always finds out.
You could still have a free mango smoothie. I won't tell anyone. And Scott takes it up on him because you see him walking with that smoothie. He finishes it. But
What a
Scott,
dick
but it's
boss.
okay. Like, we know he's a thief, but Scott is more like a Robin Hood type. He steals from the rich and gives to the poor. What
But
he
he
went to
got
jail
caught.
for, well, yeah, sure. He stole from a company that was fucking over their employees,
Yeah.
something like that, and he gave all their money to the employees. So yeah, he's like Robin Hood.
He's like the guys from Office Space.
Yes.
Except they weren't going to
Yes.
give it to anybody.
Exactly. So then some guy that looks like Jeff Bezos, I'm just going to call him Jeff Bezos. I mean, they were clearly going for Jeff Bezos, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's totally going for Jeff Bezos. Like, he was Hank's student once upon a time.
Including the murder, because we all know Jeff Bezos has murdered people.
Oh, of course.
Probably, sure.
That's probably what the whole space thing's about.
That's why I bought a ranch out in the middle of nowhere in Texas.
So Jeff Bezos took Hank's formula to make the yellow jacket, and the video of like what the yellow jacket could do, and it's like killing all these people while it's like, yes, to ensure peace. And it's like,
It's a peacekeeping suit, and then he's like crashing helicopters into each other.
This one guy like opens his computer and then just gets shots. Like, yeah, he was hiding in the laptop. It was hilarious.
One nice little nod was when they when he first had Hank Pym in the office and he was explaining everything. Marvel's really good at this, having little nods. He was explaining like the history of Ant-Man and the myths and everything, and he mentioned how it was a myth, and he just kind of said in like a throwaway line, "Tales to Astonish," which is like a Marvel comic. That was a nice nod.
Yeah.
Well, that was where Ant-Man first debuted, I believe, was Tales to Astonish, right?
I think that might be right. Yeah.
Oh, that was a comic series?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
Tales
cool.
to Astonish was a Marvel series.
Also, Jeff Bezos has a turn you into goo gun.
Yes. This, oh my God.
That's Jeff Bezos probably has that gun too.
What a great
if anyone does.
What a great fucking villain scene.
It's funny, no
Holy
one
shit.
like yes, this is the first time I'm seeing this movie. No one ever talks about this villain.
This guy,
but he's pretty good.
He's super underrated. This guy turns a guy into a little blob of goo and then just wipes him up with the Kleenex
Yeah.
and throws him in the toilet.
Flushes him down the
What a
toilet.
great fucking scene.
Do y'all guys know much about the actor that plays him?
No.
He played in House of Cards.
Oh, okay.
He was one of the guys that was a senator that ended up killing himself. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Spoiler
come on.
alert.
Okay, that was almost a decade ago. Sorry, spoiler alert. That's right.
He plays one of the senators that ends up spoiler alerting himself.
Spoiler alerting.
Thanks,
yeah.
Josh.
He spoiler alerted himself.
He was a Philadelphia guy. Yeah.
He just keeps shut up.
No, but he was a really good actor in that series. And that was the first time I saw him.
Well, now you don't need to see it because
Was-
Josh told you the whole show.
Yeah. But before then, it was really good.
Yeah.
Up until his untimely death.
You can't watch that show anymore. It's canceled because of Kevin Spacey.
That's right.
But yeah, no, like I'm thinking this guy has a turn you into goo gun. Why do you even need anything else? Like that's all you need.
Yeah.
You can get whatever you want. You have a turn you into goo gun.
Well, it's probably for short ranges.
I mean, there's no evidence, right? What are you gonna think? This little piece of shit is like the person? Prove it. It's a little piece of shit. It looks like
Oh, and then he just flushed him down the toilet. Oh, so sad.
Lewis telling Scott about his tip was like watching an episode of Drunk History. They were totally going for that.
It really was.
Meanwhile, Bezos is testing his shit on goats, and Pym's daughter Hope says, "I thought we were using mice." And Bezos says, "What's the difference?" And that's to show that Bezos is a monster because he can't differentiate goats and mice. But if you're an animal lover, it's like Ace Ventura 2. I thought you loved all animals, Mr. Ventura. I mean, if you care about goats, why don't you care about mice?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Dennis Leary also said it best a long time ago. We only want to save the cute animals.
That's true.
Why don't we just line them up? Animal audition. What are you? I'm an otter. And what do? I swim on my back and do cute little human things with my hands. You're free to go. What are you? I'm a cow. Get in the fucking truck. But I'm an animal. You're a baseball glove. Get in the fucking truck. I'm an animal. I have rights. Yeah, here's your cousin. Get in the fucking truck, pal.
I'm a pound of beef. That's terrible.
But it's so true.
It is
like, yeah,
true.
goats cues, but can we just use the ugly animals, please?
Yeah.
To test our shit on? What's the difference? He's right. I side with Bezos on this one.
I side with Bezos too. Yeah.
Then we see Scott's burglary skills, and he's very good. But all that's in the safe is the Pym particles and the Ant-Man suit that he doesn't even know what it is yet. He thinks it's a motorcycle suit, but he takes it anyway because he's like, well, it was in the safe, so it
gotta
must be
worth
valuable.
something,
There has to be a reason. Of course, it was all set up by Hank Pym. He puts on the suit and accidentally shrinks himself, and he almost sees Lewis's dick, but he gets out of there. He goes clubbing. He gets sucked into a vacuum. He almost gets eaten by a rat. I don't know how all those things were. Like, he was in the club, and the next thing he's like in some woman's house.
He fell through the sink, and then I think he ran out from under the club.
Yeah.
Into someone's house, and then she sucked him into the vacuum, and he got squirted out.
Squirted out.
Spoiler alert! Sorry.
And then
underneath the.
Well, we're talking about the movie now.
That's right. Underneath the door to the rat, and then he went out the door.
Yeah. So Scott returns the suit, gets arrested, but Hank Pym is posing as his lawyer, tells him the whole deal. Pretty cool shot of the ants covering up the camera.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how necessary it was because they were just sitting there talking. Like, covering up the camera doesn't.
I guess they didn't want him to see Hank's face, I guess, or be on video camera, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, the other cops saw that he was there.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point. They already saw that Hank Pym was there. What's the point?
And
of
those
that?
cameras don't have audio, so
that's a good point. Yeah,
it's a little strange, but it was cool that they were covering it up. So some ants deliver Scott the Ant-Man suit. He puts it on and escapes with the help of Hank Pym and his ants.
That's right. I love the scene where he's like, "Oh, I think I'm finally starting to get in control of this," and Hank Pym's like, "No, you're not in control of anything. I'm doing it all myself."
He passes out, but the fucking ant saves him and wakes up in Hank's house. And he was like, "Oh, would you like some sugar?" And a couple ants push the sugar up. He's like, "Never mind." And then I like the shot of the ants like slowly turning around and pushing the sugar back. Like,
they look so sad.
Like they're sad. Like, oh, he doesn't want our sugar.
yeah.
Damn it.
Just because I'm a fucking ant.
And of course, Hope doesn't think Scott could do the mission. But Hank won't let his daughter do it because, you know, of course, he's already lost his wife. But it takes her a long time to figure that out.
Yeah.
Scott has to tell her later, like, "Hey, stupid, it's pretty obvious why he doesn't want you to do it. I'm expendable.
Right.
There's a reason why he hired me."
Right.
So Scott suggests to Hank, "Let's call the Avengers." And Hank's like, "I'm not giving my tech to a Stark."
Fuck those guys. Well, it's kind of funny. In the comics, Scott Lang actually works for Tony Stark.
Yeah.
It's just kind of funny. But here he's like, "Fuck Tony Stark.
Right.
Not giving my technology to him."
The training montage was fun.
It was super fun because they really took a page from the whole like, you know, the James Bond movies where Q has all the gadgets for James Bond. How he was giving him all the little gadgets. That was a nice montage there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like when he goes underground, the ants start covering him, and he's freaking out. And I'm watching, and I'm freaking out.
Right.
And then he just explodes out of the ground. He did that a few times. I thought that was funny. Finally, he gets the ants to listen to him a little bit, and Hank finally admits to Hope how her mother died, or did she?
Right.
Obviously, we know she didn't know. So Hank has Scott break into the Avengers compound to steal something of his. I don't even remember what it was.
It was some type of tech that I guess disrupts some type of thing.
It's not really important, honestly. But
well, it is kind of important because this was a really awesome moment for me because he was supposed to just be breaking into some warehouse and he's skydiving,
right?
And then all of a sudden the clouds part and you see the Avengers A on the warehouse, and you're like, "Oh shit!" That was a really good moment.
That's right.
I loved that.
Yeah. So the Falcon's there, and they have a fun little fight, and somehow Falcon's technology sees little ants. So that's good for him. Otherwise, they couldn't have had this fight. But Scott beats him, ends up escaping with Hank's thing, and then Bezos shows up to Hank's house and tells him about his $1 billion deal. And
well, during the fight, I loved how Falcon afterwards is like, "Fucking don't anybody tell Captain about that."
Don't tell Cap about this.
That's the only thing he cared about, not letting the guy go, but don't tell Cap.
Who cares about the stuff he stole?
Yeah.
Just don't tell Cap that I got beat by an ant.
Yeah.
Right. So Scott convinces Hank to hire his friends for the heist. Lewis is like, "I was thinking about whistling when I was in there to blend in." They're like, "Oh, God." He tells him no, but he still does it anyway.
Still does it anyways.
And turns out Bezos is selling the tech to Hydra. Which he openly said Hydra, and I guess he didn't care because he was like, well, I'm going to kill you now
that's
anyway.
right. He was going to kill
Well,
him
because he even made the point to say, yeah, but they're not what they were. Like,
Yeah.
they're fine now. Hydra's fine.
No, Hydra's cool.
They're fine now.
You don't know about Hydra? So Scott gets in. He almost grabs the yellow jacket suit. It's very Mission Impossible-y. Like the shot of him going down and almost grabbing it. But Bezos saw it all coming, and he even knows that Hank hired Scott Lang, and he also knows that the daughter's in on it. And he was about to shoot Hank right in the head, but Scott saved him.
Right.
Kind of. Hank still got shot, but just not in the head. Then Bezos tried to shoot Scott, but the ants held the trigger on his gun back. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah,
Very cool.
Very good.
Then Bezos gets in his yellow helicopter.
Oh,
Get it?
Foreshadowing.
Because he's the yellow jacket. I don't know if that's foreshadowing, but...
Or maybe a spoiler alert of some kind.
Spoiler alert. You still don't know what that means.
Josh.
So Ant-Man flies at him with a bunch of ants, like hundreds of ants, and somehow Bezos shoots the ant. The one ant that Ant-Man is flying on.
I know, fucking Anthony.
But only shoots the ant.
Only the wing.
Only under him.
Yeah.
He doesn't shoot him, just the ant under him.
Yeah. And didn't it just shoot his wing off or something? Or
I thought he exploded the ant.
Yeah, I guess he did.
I think it kind of poofed, but all you saw was the wing falling.
Because you can't show ant murder on TV. That's rated R.
Well.
Also, Ant-Man, I guess he shrunk Bezos's building, right? Because it looked like at first it was exploding, but then it just kind of went zoop, and like.
I assumed, especially, we're going into Quantumanium. I assumed that he sent it to the quantum realm.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. I thought it just kind of imploded.
But then it just shrunk really quickly. So
Right.
I don't know. But yeah. So because of that, Bezos finally gets in the yellow jacket, and they end up falling in someone's swimming pool, and Scott hits him with a ping pong paddle, and he flies into a bug zapper. Right. But he lives. The electricity brought him back to life, even though it killed him, but now he's back.
He's a Frankenstein.
Whatever. And every time he like almost dies and doesn't, he's like, he just makes this really weird scream. So then Yellow Jacket gets desperate. He goes to kidnap Scott's daughter. She's like, I want my daddy. And he's like, I want your daddy too.
Yeah, that was good.
Very menacing.
So they have a miniature fight on a Thomas the Tank Engine playset.
Literally.
This was so good. I love the train running over Bezos. He's like, no! And then you just, like, they show the wide shot of just some toys falling over. It was good stuff. And then Scott throws a pin particle, but Yellow Jacket knocks it onto a real ant, makes the real ant huge. The stepdad's like, oh, fuck. Then another one goes on the Thomas the Tank Engine. It just explodes out of the house.
Fucking so cool.
That was great. And then Bezos was about to just straight up murder Scott's daughter. But then Scott shrunk inside Yellow Jacket, destroyed him from within.
Right.
But by doing so, Scott enters the quantum realm.
He had to cross the streams.
Cross the stream.
He was trying to pull at the pack, but he's like, it's titanium, stupid.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Ugh.
So he's in the quantum realm. He's there for a little bit, and he pulls a Pym particle, puts a Pym particle in his suit, and manages to get back to reality.
Thank God he had one left.
And yeah, it's interesting because in Endgame, they talk about how like 5 hours was 5 years, right? Like 5 hours in the quantum realm. Or I think it was only 5 minutes he was in the quantum realm. It turned into 5 years. Here he was in the quantum realm for like a minute, but it didn't, like he came back and he was still in the same time.
Maybe he didn't get all the way to the quantum realm.
No, he was in the quantum realm.
Yeah, he was there.
Because later, Hank is like, holy shit, it's possible.
Yeah, they hadn't totally fleshed this out yet.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't.
And then Michael Douglas looks at a photo of him and his wife, and her hat completely covers her face. Like, if that really, like, you wouldn't frame that photo. But of course, they didn't cast that, they didn't cast Michelle Pfeiffer yet, so they didn't know who was going to be playing the wife in the sequel. That was just funny.
I never caught that until you brought it up this time. And I was like, holy shit, that's right.
Yeah.
They hadn't
Can't see her
decided if it
face.
was going to be Sigourney Weaver or Michelle Pfeiffer or
Yeah.
Sally Field.
Sally Field.
Sally Field would have been a great choice. Yeah.
So then Hank sees Scott and Hope kissing, and he's like, "Oh, shoot me again," in a very Michael Douglas-y kind of way.
No.
Which, like, they didn't really flirt in this movie.
No.
So it's kind of weird for them to kiss at the end.
She just got all hot
They
and
didn't really
bothered.
have much sexual chemistry in this movie.
No, it didn't feel earned.
It felt forced. For
Not
sure.
really, even in the second movie.
The whole movie, she's just like, "You're a shithead. You're kind of not a shithead. I want your dick."
Yeah.
You know?
She's a very simple lady, Andrew.
I would have bought it at the end of 2, like after he had a
Yeah.
part in saving her mother. Like, okay, now I'll fuck you because you
Right.
saved my mom. But
They probably get really small and fuck.
sure,
You
well,
know?
sure. My God.
Or he gets a little bigger just to be bigger.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Have a bigger dick. You know?
Can you make like just it bigger?
I don't know.
Does it work that specific?
Just like a few inches, like you just tap it a little bit. You go
Not too far.
every time you. It's like, oh, yeah.
I only need 2 inches.
Yeah. So where the fuck are we? The stepdad does something nice. He doesn't arrest Scott, even though he hated him the whole movie.
He did hate him.
Now he's like, you know what? You're pretty cool. They also kept the giant ant as a pet. That was sweet. And then Lewis tells another drunk history story, and we see Stan Lee as the bartender.
They saved it for the very end. Yeah.
Yeah. And it turns out Falcon's looking for Ant-Man, but that's for Civil War. And then Lewis is like, he was like, and then I asked, is he looking for Ant-Man? And he said yes. Credits.
Credit. Yeah.
Weird way to end the movie.
A little bit strange.
A little strange.
A little awkward.
And then we got the mid-credit scene where Hank shows Hope the wasp costume. He's like, we made this for your mom, but now I realize we were working on it for you.
It's pretty good.
I only realized it because she's no longer here.
Yeah, right. Well, someone's got to wear this fucking thing. And then the post-credit scene shows Captain America and Falcon finding Bucky to set up Civil War, all that stuff.
Right.
And then...
And Falcon saying, I know a guy, even though it was some mystery guy that beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
But no, I know a guy that can help us.
Right.
Well, now
Even though
he knows how to get in contact with
connection
him
at all.
Right.
through the drunk history lesson stuff.
Yes.
Now he knows how to get in contact. Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, good movie, good MCU movie.
Yeah.
What would you guys rate it?
7.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say 7.
I would give it 7.5. Yeah, same.
We're on the same wavelength today, Aaron. I like that.
One thing I was never 100% clear on. So I knew that Edgar Wright was involved in making this movie. He was the guy that did Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, those awesome Simon Pegg movies.
Yeah.
And then I remember hearing somewhere during production that he suddenly bolted and he was not involved anymore. And I got really concerned that he was involved and then suddenly not involved. So I was never 100% clear how involved he was in making this.
Apparently he wrote the script. Marvel didn't like his script.
Interesting.
And then they sent him like a updated draft, and he didn't like it, so he was like, "Yeah, I'm out." So apparently, that's
I wonder what his movie would have been like. I guess a little bit stranger.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, I don't know. All right, though. Let's
Well,
do what? Oh.
Well, it's not a spoiler alert because we've seen his face already in
boy.
trailers and stuff like that. But
oh boy.
but the same actor, the Yellow Jacket, he's gonna be in Quantumania.
Really?
Yeah, he's MODOK.
He is?
Mm-hmm.
How does that make sense?
Because he got shrunk into the quantum realm.
Oh, so he... Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna work, but that's the same actor. He's gonna play MODOK in Quantumania.
They should have just gotten Patton Oswalt to be MODOK.
Well, I mean, no.
He already... Yeah, because
He's already being.
It kind of looks like him,
He's
to
already
be
got-
honest.
He
He's
does
already got a
kinda-
role being MODOK.
That's true.
Yeah, so I just thought that was kind of interesting that this movie kind of, I guess, it tails a little bit into it.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, look, is Loki going to be in it? You know, everyone's kind of expecting Loki to be in it.
I don't know.
That would be crazy. It seems like they're going to do like a lot more than what Doctor Strange did. You know, Doctor Strange did some stuff. We got Professor X to show up. We got Mr. Fantastic to show up. We got some stuff. It was a good movie. Seems like they're going to go even crazier with this one.
I mean, I would like that. Mania, right? Quantum Mania. You would think so. But I mean, maybe the Mania is all just Bill Murray. Yeah.
Am I the only one that's not super excited about the whole Kang as the overarching villain? I'm not.
I was sold after Loki.
Like when it was Thanos and they were giving us little tastes of the whole Infinity Stones and Thanos thing, it was like, oh shit, this is going to be good. I'm just not really into Kang as the big bad villain.
What'd you think of him and Loki? You didn't really.
He was good. I mean, but it wasn't really about him. Like,
well, no, but at the end,
the first Loki season was about Loki.
Sure.
And he was like, that Kang was fine, but now him being like the Thanos of this next phase.
Well, the thing is, we haven't met the final Kang.
Right. This isn't even the final.
These are
Kang,
all different variants that are not as evil as the most evil Kang that we're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know that. I'm not getting that, like the holy shit that we got from Thanos.
It's hard to top Thanos.
Well,
right?
I know that.
I mean, it's one of the best villains ever.
Right, but you got to try. You can't just say, okay, well, we're never going to be as good as we were.
I'm willing to let it play out. I'm not as excited about Ant-Man as I am, Guardians 3
or Cocaine Bear.
Or even Cocaine Bear. No,
I'm very excited about
or
Cocaine
the Flash.
Bear.
I mean, of course, the Flash. That goes without saying. Yeah, if I could see one movie now, it'd be that one.
Of course.
Flash.
Couldn't imagine saying that a few weeks ago.
Right.
Like, even knowing that Michael Keaton was going to be in it, I didn't think they would do anything like that.
No, I
Holy
figured
shit.
he was going to be in like the last scene of the movie.
I had no faith in DC. For good reason, we had no faith in DC.
That movie has got me so fucking excited. I saw some fan posted thing the other day, and it was a fan made movie poster of Batman 3, and it's got and it's got him in kind of like a not quite a Affleck Batman, like the big suit that he was wearing in Batman versus Superman, kind of like a less ridiculous, less big version, but he's got the yellow emblem on his chest,
right?
And it's Batman 3, and it's even got the directed by Tim Burton, and it's just he's back.
He's got a seatbelt on.
Like normally this would just be stupid, but I'm so excited about this Flash movie.
Yeah.
I see this shit now, and I'm like, oh,
right,
man.
It's fucking fantastic. All right, let's get to some fan questions. Brian said, what's the best and worst halftime performances you can remember? Obviously, we're recording this right after the Super Bowl. Did you guys see the Rihanna thing?
Yeah.
I thought it was
cool.
I thought it was fine.
I mean, she was like
the floating thing.
Yeah. She was 100 feet in the air.
Yeah.
And she was pregnant. Well, she's pregnant.
Yeah.
She did that pregnant.
No.
100 feet in the air. She had a harness to make sure she doesn't fall, but that was cool. I mean, I'm not a fan of her music, but I thought the performance and the whole show was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
I thought Lady Gaga a couple years ago was pretty good.
Lady Gaga did a good job a couple years ago.
That was pretty good.
What's your favorite?
My favorite?
Because I've got one obvious favorite, but I'm curious what everybody else's is.
I think Lady Gaga for me.
That's the number one, Lady Gaga?
Thanks, Josh.
I can't think of anything else that was better. That was really cool.
Thanks, Josh.
I didn't like the music, but
I don't know. What's yours?
Mine, it's not, there's not even a close second place. It was after 9/11.
Oh, yeah.
U2 did the halftime show, and they had the whole giant backdrop with all the names of
all
everybody
the people that died. Yeah.
That's
got to be
that was it.
That's got to be the best one.
That was it.
Everyone also talks about Prince. The worst one I've seen was Katy Perry. That was the worst fucking halftime
Oh shit!
show.
I forgot about Prince playing in the rain.
Yeah,
that was really good too.
But Katy Perry she just stood there, and then like the fucking baby shark like the sharks like she did nothing. Everyone else was dancing around her. She just stood there the whole time. She was fucking terrible. And also, even though I love Eminem, I love Dre, Snoop Dogg, I loved all of them. Like, they sucked last year. That was such a shitty performance. Great. They were all lip syncing. It was bad.
That should have been a lot better than it was.
Yeah.
I don't really remember liking The Who very much when The Who had.
I mean, Paul McCartney's was bad because of the year the year prior they had Janet Jackson and Justin Tim. I mean, that's got to be the best one. Like, look, U2 was great and all, but like ripping off her having her titty pop out, that was amazing.
Well, if you're talking about great moments, Bruce Springsteen like crotch sliding into the camera,
right?
That's the moment.
He face fucked America that night.
Yeah.
Is that how I got pink eye that year?
That's how you get pink eye, stupid. That's a great question though, Brian. That was good.
Good one.
Shakira and J-Lo, PCJ, like that one. That was
I don't remember
for obvious
J-Lo.
reasons.
Interesting. Okay, that would have been good.
Tim, how much money did you guys bet on the game?
I won.
These two guys
I
can
won
help themselves.
$60 this week. So.
Oh, you know what? My dad did football squares, and I made $50.
Hey,
So there you go.
I think I ended up about 100.
Yeah. I bought one square for $25, and then if it hits, you get 75. So yeah, I made $50.
Yeah, there you go.
Pretty good. It was like a different way to do the squares, where every time the score changes, someone gets paid.
Oh, that's
So like there were a lot of winners.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
I will say, last year my uncle won an $80,000 Jeep on squares.
Holy shit!
What squares was he doing?
The squares cost like $150 to enter, or something like that, a square, and he ended up winning the main prize.
What the
On
fuck?
some website or what?
No, it was through like one of his a car dealership or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah,
And then he sold the Jeep.
he sold the Jeep.
Yeah. What's the point?
Sure.
Just give me the cash, please.
Right.
Like everybody's just gonna sell the fucking car.
Yeah. Omar, that Flash trailer though. Holy shit!
Holy shit.
I mean, come on, Jake.
That's.
Why did we use it then?
I mean, for God's sakes,
That was actually footage of Aaron during the trailer.
Yes, it was.
He says it looked amazing, but did M. Night Shyamalan make this movie because I wasn't expecting that twist? And I'm talking about that fucking Superwoman hit me with a Bobby Lashley.
No.
Well,
I mean, she looked fine.
I think what happened was after they fired Henry Cavill, they're like, well, we're gonna have a super person in here.
Well, obviously that was the plan anyway.
Yeah.
Is that the same woman, the same actress that plays Supergirl?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think's blonde. Well, I mean,
okay.
she could just dye her hair.
They
I
could
don't
have
know.
dyed her hair. Yeah, I don't know. Chief Nakahomer, I'm excited for Toy Story 5. Oh, that also got announced. I don't know why.
Oh, that's right. Toy Story 5, Frozen 3, and there was another one.
Whatever.
Too. Yeah.
He says, I'm excited for Toy Story 5 so my baby nephews can watch it. I hope The Flash is my new favorite movie, and if Ant-Man dies, I will walk out of the theater.
Oh, trust me. I'm going to look up spoilers before I even go see the movie.
He looks up...
because if I'm not...
We'll just have Josh spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
I'm not even going to walk in the fucking theater if I find out he's going to die.
So
Trust
this is... Look, this is actually pretty good. Steve the Don Valente says, crazy Ant-Man theory. Paul Rudd will die, but it turns out at the end that the Paul Rudd Scott Lang is a new variant. The whole movie could be based on the Scott Lang from a different variant timeline. Then this will explain the Cassie Lang actor change. So basically, like, yes, Scott Lang dies, but it turns out that was a variant.
I don't doubt it, because
I think he's right. I think that happens in the movie. Like, you see Scott Lang die, but it's like, nope, that was a variant.
I would see that too. I mean, because in the movie you see like there's tons of different Ant-Mans.
Right.
So I don't doubt that. Yeah.
And that's a problem with the direction they're going, because now every death is meaningless.
Well, Marvel's
because
been
they
doing
can
that.
just be a variant.
Well, Marvel's been doing that
Or
forever.
a scroll. I mean, we haven't had a scroll.
I mean,
in
we
a
had
while.
Thanos snap away everyone. They all came back.
Yeah.
Well, right. but
Samuel Jackson died. He came back. I mean, plenty of them came back. They've all been killed and come back in these movies.
Spoiler alert.
Samuel Action Jackson.
Samuel Action Jackson.
He hasn't came back yet.
No, I mean, that's always been comic books. Yes, of course, everybody dies and they always come back. But in the movies, like, the deaths have been real because the actors don't want to come back, or they've decided to go a direction. So at least in these movies, the deaths have been meaningful.
Tony Stark.
And now with the whole variant thing, it's all meaningless now.
Tony Stark. Jesus Christ.
My God.
What'd you say?
Well, no,
Tony
but
Storm.
no, but Samuel L. Jackson did. You know, they wanted you to think he died in the second Captain America.
Right.
And then he came back. I mean, they've done that a few times.
But
in
that's
these movies.
different, though. That was a switcheroo, and he never really died. But having having someone actually die, but it's like, oh, it was just a variant. now you can just like pull that trick anytime you want.
Of course.
It just makes it meaningless.
I mean, during Secret War, it's going to get even crazier because not only can anybody die, anybody could be a Skrull.
and that
That's just going to be even weirder.
and that's exactly why we all should have
Secret-
we all should have just checked out after Endgame. We should have just acknowledged, okay, this is the end of one of the greatest stories that's ever been told.
Sure.
We're all done because it's only going to be shit from here.
Yeah.
They'll find a way.
This is the last
Give us
podcast episode, guys.
Give us some Spider-Man movies, I guess, but
Yeah.
oh boy.
Yeah, I think that's a very high possibility that happens. PCJ, was anyone else scared when we saw 2 Ezra Millers in the Flash trailer? Michael Keaton was in that Multiplicity movie. What if
The more Ezra Millers we get, the dumber they become.
what if he says
Hey, she touched my Peppy Steve.
he says what if they're cloning Ezra until they find his clone that isn't a psychopath? Guys, I think this is how the pandemic started. The next pandemic. So it's interesting. I'm halfway through this movie that came out 10 years ago called We Need to Talk About Kevin. And it stars Tilda Swinton, John C. Reilly are the parents. Ezra Miller is their teenage son.
Oh no!
He went on a shooting spree at the school. Like he killed
Holy
a bunch
shit.
of. So it's about Tilda Swinton's character like dealing with the aftermath of her son being a school shooter.
I heard about this movie, but I haven't seen it yet.
And like I'm halfway through the movie. In the movie, it's like, yeah, he plays this role really well.
I wonder why.
Yeah, it's interesting. Oof. Stephen with a V, Josh, does your shying away from getting head have to do with your TBD? It's barely big enough to pick her nose with. JK, Josh, all love. He's just kidding.
I don't even know what that means.
In
Steven
all
with a
seriousness,
V?
Josh, do it for me. I haven't had any in almost 2 years because of my wife's health condition.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Do it for me, Josh. I will live vicariously through you. So now you have to, Josh.
Stephen V, it's gonna happen eventually. You know,
look, buddy.
we're trying to find the right time and place and space. You know, this universe is filled with a lot of things.
Look,
and you know, we're gonna make it happen.
The whole world is fucking Josh.
Look, Steven.
It's not that hard.
Apparently not.
Look, Steven, Andrew and I have had the same conversation with Josh. We are
Over and
trying-
over.
We are trying so hard to help him. We are his biggest cheerleaders. We're just gonna have to nudge him in spite of himself.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, guys.
The problem is he's keeping her at finger's reach. That's the problem, you know?
That's
So-
just spoiler
you know.
alert. Calm down.
Spoiler
there.
alert.
Calm down there, Andrew. Jesus Christ.
I'm Raj. Have you guys heard of Hunters on Prime? Me and the wife came across it randomly, and it was amazing. It
Yeah.
has 2 seasons so far and stars Al Pacino.
That's where they're Nazi hunters, right?
Yeah, the Al Pacino Nazi Hunters show. Yeah.
I've wanted
That
to
sounds
check it
amazing.
out, but there's so many TV shows I watch.
Exactly.
I haven't gotten to it yet. But
Can't watch everything.
I mean, that's on the list.
There's if there's one, I think I'm talking about the same show. Go find a YouTube clip. It's I'm trying to remember the actor's name, but he plays a Nazi that's been hiding in America forever, and it's just like a 3 or 4 minute clip.
Okay.
I can't remember the character's name, but I'll show you guys the clip that I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It is really fucked up, and it'll make you want to watch that show.
Okay.
It's
Nice.
Spoiler alert.
yes. Spoiler alert. He spoiler alerts a lot.
Wow. wow.
Let me tell you.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all for fan questions.
Was it just an episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
No.
Okay.
That's it for fan questions. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast wherever you're viewing us. We have exclusive videos on the YouTube channel, Hollywood Hogwash Pod. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Hollywood Hog Pod. And become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. You could watch The Last of Us
With us.
And our first bracket.
Our first bracket coming soon. And next week we got Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantum Mania.
The last Paul Rudd.
So it's a big one. Well, you guys think so. I don't necessarily think
I'll
so.
make sure it's safe for you guys before we.
Yeah, Aaron will spoiler alert all over
heavy,
you.
heavy
spoiler alert everything.
alert.
Yes.
I got Michael Douglas dying.
Nah. No.
I have Kang dying.
It's gonna be Paul Rudd.
Well, you have the bad guy dying, Josh. Wow. What a spoiler alert.
You have the bad guy that has infinite copies dying.
Hey, I'm
Good
the only
job,
one that picked the safe one.